Top 10 astonishing facts you never knew. Did you know grapes light on fire in the microwave? I bet you didn't. Stay tuned to find out how, as well as other amazing facts you probably didn't know. Here are 10 facts that will astonish you. In at number 10. Bubblegum flavoured broccoli. Yes, you heard right. McDonald's once created bubblegum flavoured broccoli. Now, we all know McDonald's for their burgers, fries, and chicken nuggets, but broccoli? Really? McDonald's constantly rolls out new products. Of course, some are more prosperous than others. The fast food company created a tastier version of broccoli for kids in 2014, but it was a complete disaster. Dan Thompson, CEO of McDonald's, said it confused children. I'm not surprised. Bubblegum flavoured broccoli? Really? Who would have thought that broccoli tasting like bubblegum would confuse children? Obviously not McDonald's. It was swiftly removed from their stores before anyone really knew about it. Number 9. A 50,000 word novel was made without the letter E in it. How do you make a novel without the letter E? I hear you ask. I actually have no idea. But a novel by the name of Gatsby was written in 1939 by an American author named Ernest Vincent Wright. In it, he wrote 50,000 words, and the letter E doesn't even appear once. Don't believe me? Check for yourself. What's more, he isn't the only author to do this. A French author called Georges Perec also did the same with his French novel in 1969. He also didn't use the letter E. What is more astonishing is that the letter E is the most commonly used letter in the entire French and English language. I've used the letter E 11 times in just this one sentence. And Ernest Wright didn't use it even once in 50,000 words. Crazy! Coming in at number 8. Bubble wrap was originally invented as wallpaper. We all know bubble wrap and can't resist the urge to pop those little bubbles with the satisfying pop sound it makes. We've all seen it in our parcels and have to rummage through it to get to our new toy. But it may intrigue you to know that it wasn't originally invented as packaging. It was actually invented in 1959 by two engineers called Al Fielding and Mark Chavanes. They were trying to create a textured wallpaper by sealing two shower curtains together to trap air bubbles. Little did they know, it would be one of the most used packaging items used to protect millions of items around the world. And we can't resist popping it when we get our hands on it. Moving swiftly on to number 7. Einstein's brain was stolen when he died. Say what? Is that true? In the words of Churchill the dog, oh, rush. According to a National Geographic investigation, when Nobel Prize winning physicist Albert Einstein passed away on April the 18th, 1955, he left behind detailed instructions for how to dispose of his body. Einstein gave instructions to people in charge of his remains to cremate them and scatter the ashes quietly to deter idolaters, because he didn't want his body to be worshipped or his brain to be studied. Thomas Harvey, the on-call pathologist at Princeton Hospital in New Jersey when Einstein passed away, didn't exactly adhere to his directions. Instead, he stole Einstein's brain. From there, things got a little bit mental. When Einstein's family learned of the theft, Harvey was able to hide the brain in 2 jars in his basement before relocating to a cider box placed under a beer cooler. Sounds very much like a zombie apocalypse film to me. I hope that doesn't happen to my brain. Number 6. Extreme ironing is an actual sport. Ironing? As a sport? Are you sure? Yep. There are lots of extreme sports out there if you happen to be an adrenaline junkie. There is truly something for everyone, from the traditional sports like skydiving and surfing, to the more recent ones like parkour and blobbing, also known as human catapulting. But if you want to combine your love of cleaning with your love of having fun, you might want to give extreme ironing a try. It was founded in 1997 and for more than 20 years has challenged competitors to iron shirts in unusual places such as high in trees, hanging over cliffs, or paddling whitewater rapids. So, next time you really don't want to iron your shirt, why not climb up the tree in the back garden and make it into a challenge? Mind the grass stains. We are now halfway through this top 10 list. Ask yourself how many you knew. If you didn't know all 5, why not subscribe so you can hear more cool things like this. Click the notifications on so you don't miss the next video. We move into the top 5. Number 5. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, grapes light on fire in the microwave. A University of Sydney physicist made headlines back in 2011 when he put a grape in the microwave and recorded the scorching result. Oddly enough, until recently, scientists were unable to explain the behaviour. According to a study from March 2019 that appeared in Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, the fruity fireball is caused by loose electrons and ions that collect into plasma when heating grapes. Don't click off this video to try it just yet. We still have 4 more cool facts. Number 4. There's a Starbucks cup in every shot in the movie Fight Club. Surely that can't be true, I hear you shout. Oh, but it is. Check it out for yourself. It's not exactly accurate to say that Starbucks can be found in every large city on any given corner, but there does happen to be a Starbucks cup in every scene in the 1999 movie Fight Club, starring Brad Pitt, Edward Norton and Helena Bonham Carter. The phrase spoken by Norton's character in the movie, when deep space exploration picks up, it'll be the companies that name everything, the IBM Stellarsphere, the Microsoft Galaxy, and Planet Starbucks, is thought to have been the influence. Number 3. It is illegal to own just one guinea pig in Switzerland. Since they are social creatures, guinea pigs like the company of other guinea pigs. Because of this, it is prohibited in Switzerland to own just one of the tiny creatures. But what if one dies? I hear you ask. Fortunately, Switzerland permits you to rent a guinea pig for your remaining pet if one of your fuzzy creatures dies and you're not ready to commit to another. This is actually pretty cool, don't you think? Must be pretty lonely running on a wheel all day and hiding in chopped up newspaper. Having a pal with you at all times is a great idea. Number 2. The longest place name is 85 characters long. Unfortunately, because it's so difficult to pronounce, this is one of those things you probably can't tell your pals. Now, you won't get me to pronounce it either, but there are 85 letters in the New Zealand name. We have this name in Wales. This name in South Africa. And this name in Spain. Can you pronounce any of these? Let me know in the comments. And coming in at number 1. The most astonishing fact. It is impossible to hum while you hold your nose. I know you are itching to try it. So, go ahead. Told you. For the same reason that you cannot exhale while holding your nose and closing your mouth, air must flow through your larynx in order to produce the humming sound. Still, it feels a little odd. And we have come to the end of the top 10 most astonishing facts you never knew. Let me know in the comments how many you knew. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. In the Know, we'll be back soon with more useful, funny, and interesting knowledge. Until then, ciao.